I want to go ahead and just give a quick shout out to Camp Hustle 1 for bringing this video to me. And of course, I want to go ahead and just shout out Length or Girth, because they had this video posted there, and you know, I couldn't have seen this video without you guys. So yeah, just want to go ahead and just give a couple of shout outs. Fresh and Sneako got into a debate, and I can't even defend Fresh this time. Unless there's some sort of linguistic miracle where everyone agrees to speak in the exact opposite of what they mean, I can't defend Fresh. So Fresh got into a debate with Sneako about censorship, and all I have to say, man, is that after I heard Fresh's arguments, I was unbelievably confused. By the end of it, I thought a thesaurus was a type of dinosaur. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So in this interaction between Fresh and Sneako, they're debating censorship, but somehow Fresh ends up bringing in feminism. And what's hilarious is that when Sneako presses Fresh, Fresh ends up giving an answer that has everybody at the table asking, did you just hatch from an egg?
You think they're going to stop now? No. Same thing with feminism. They worked years to become women of power. They're not going back now, bro.
Okay, so why are you fighting against feminism but not against censorship?
No, I'm not fighting anything.
So what the fuck are you doing here?
I'm telling the truth, bro. Well, nigga, I'm telling the truth.
Telling the truth about what? About how it's hopeless, or about what's...
About how it's hopeless. Yes, it is.
Bro, what are you talking about? What do you mean it's hopeless? Why do you have a position at Fresh and Fit if that's the case? He says that it's hopeless, but then Sneako attempts to have Fresh clarify it, and then this is what Fresh says.
If you're saying that it's pointless speaking about censorship and speaking about feminism, then why are we on this podcast?
No. I'm saying to fight it by yourself is dumb.
Confused? Relax. Don't worry. The confusion's just getting started, man.
Okay, so are you fighting or are you not fighting?
What I'm doing is participating in free speech to a certain extent. Most of what I'm doing as well is behind the scenes, other things that I won't say.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I used to believe that a lot of people used to live by common sense. I don't believe that anymore. Now, I believe that a lot of people live by nonsense. Make sure you quote me on that. The reason why I say that is because it's common sense to speak your mind when you're on a podcast. But for some reason, I don't know why Fresh thinks that this is some sort of interrogation, because every single time Fresh is about to give an opinion, he always backtracks and says, "Nah, I don't want to say it." My dude, no one's questioning you. You're not snitching. Sneako, as a matter of fact, ends up calling out Fresh on that behavior.
Okay, Fresh, can you just cut the shit? Just like stop speaking in codes.
I'm trying not to say on camera.
Just say what the f are you thinking about?
I'm not trying to say on camera.
We were at Power Slap. It was live on stream. Everybody saw it. You don't need to keep on doing like riddles. Okay, we saw what happened.
Not just that though.
Okay, I'm not having a conversation with someone who's just gonna like.
Yeah, Fresh. If you're gonna say it, you just gotta say it,
like,
bro.
What the fuck?
Just say it if that's what it is. Because you bring it up and then you do this, it's like, you know. And if you don't want to say it, that's fine. Then we can just move on.
I already made my point.
Because I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
I know, but I remember
with a lot of this stuff.
I already made my point.
At any point during the debate, did you hear the point that Fresh was trying to make? If you didn't, that's totally fine, because trying to navigate this entire debate is like trying to use a butter knife to hack your way through a rainforest. Let me go ahead and play the moment where he made his point.
Codes. I'm trying not just say what the fuck is are you thinking about?
I'm not trying to say on camera.
We were at.
I don't know if you guys heard Fresh, but he said that his point is that he doesn't want to say his point on camera. When I heard him say that in real time, it felt like my brain was under a DDoS attack. And worst of all, oh my gosh, I can't even believe this. He tried to flip it on Sneako and make it seem like Sneako was the one looping.
But that's what I'm saying. That is the answer. If you're doing this willy-nilly, what do you really have? Nothing.
Are you disagreeing with me or not?
Nigga, I am!
What the f are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I just told you. You have a choice to make. Either you make content.
Right, I can't do this anymore.
I can't either, because you're going to loops.
Oh my gosh, the self-awareness, man, is unfucking believable. It's non-existent. Imagine if he ends up reading a self-help book. He'll read that shit like a mystery novel. I tried my best to understand Fresh, okay? I didn't want to just poke fun at him. I really wanted to understand what he was trying to say. So I rewatched it twice, which was fucking hard. And I think I got a grasp as to what Fresh was trying to refer to. So essentially, Fresh is stupid. No, seriously. Fresh essentially is calling out Sneako because he threw away his entire YouTube career because he wanted to speak the truth.
I'm going to say what it is. You made a mistake. I'll tell you why. We're not seeing...
This guy's not going to fucking let up, bro.
We're not seeing the people that lost their jobs following your rhetoric, people that actually are in debt from your rhetoric. We're not seeing as well people that actually had opportunities that were lost from the Jew talk and all that stuff.
So once you learn how to navigate his atrocious, convoluted nonsense, not only do you start to understand what he's saying, but Fresh also starts to understand what he's saying. And essentially what he's saying is that Sneako threw away his YouTube career, and because he speaks the truth, he influences all of these other people who listen to him to preach and follow a similar truth. And Fresh has a problem with that process because he's noticing that the people who preach and follow that ideology, they get canceled, they get ostracized from society, they lose their jobs. And that's what Fresh is trying to make aware.
Well, hold on. You just said they do it in the workplace, they do it at home, they do it in place of business. When you do that, what are they doing? Destroying their lives. So be honest.
They
tell them
you shouldn't just destroy your life.
But then tell them that.
Do you think that these people are retarded?
Well, no offense to you, but your audience, sometimes they'll go and do that stuff in public. And then it's like...
Give me one example of this happening.
I can give you one example of that happening.
I was just curious, how come you don't like Sneako?
Oh, he's a piece of shit. You like him?
Yes. How come you don't like Palestine?
I like Palestine.
No, you don't.
Why do you say that?
Because, bro, you're... wasn't she in the IDF?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Mandatory service.
That's
She's born
sad.
there.
That's terrorism, bro.
She was born there.
That's sad. Feel bad for you guys. Ethan Klein, bro, you're ugly as fuck, bro. You're ugly as shit. You look like a rapist, bro.
Look in the fucking...
You look like a fucking rapist, Ethan.
Yo, man, that's a Sneako fan. And he went up to Ethan and said that, and he recorded that. But imagine, his work of place views that story on his Instagram. What do you think is going to happen to him? Of course, he might get kicked off. But imagine, that's just one person who recorded himself. Out of 40,000 to 100,000 people that follow Sneako's ideology, who listen to Sneako. I mean, they're called influencers for a reason. They influence people. Imagine if you're a kid and you're saying stuff like Sneako. I mean, how's that going to look for you in the future? Oh, wait, hang on a second. I think that the experiment has already begun because there's a couple of kids that are following Sneako's ideology and are recorded saying stuff that Sneako says.
Fuck the woman! Fuck the woman!
What? No, wait.
Sneako.
We love women. We love women.
But not like transgenders.
Yes, sir. We love everybody. No.
All gays should die.
Yeah, merch. Preach. What have I done?
So that's what I believe Fresh was attempting to argue. Obviously, Fresh, he doesn't have that skill of articulation like Myron does, but that's okay. And I also want to go ahead and address one thing because I noticed that in the comment section, they were ripping Fresh apart. And this is what they have to say. Fresh, stop spreading the weak defeatist mindset, repeating this bullshit over and over. If you feel defeated, good for you. No one wants to adopt that loser mindset. Is this not Fresh and fit? Fresh is a clown. WTF is he doing? He sounds so dumb trying to come at Sneako. Fresh needs to get the fuck off this podcast. He adds zero to it. Look, I understand Myron wants to be loyal, but at this point, Fresh is hurting the quality of the podcast. All right, man. I already know that I know the community is going to come after me for this. And I know Camp, he's going to come after me for this. But I'm going to just tell you guys, listen. I like Fresh, man. I'm coming out of the closet. I like Fresh. Okay, I know you guys despise Fresh. You guys think that he brings the absolute worst out of the show. But in all honesty, he doesn't, man. Like, to me, he makes me laugh. When I was watching him debate Sneako, that was a true rarity. To see Fresh engage in debate and then just retract every single point he made and then finally land on something that works for him and even still keep it as ambiguous as he did. That's like a one in a century type of talent. No, I don't know of anybody who could do that other than him. And on top of that, that dude just has way too many slogans that are just absolutely hilarious. I know that Camp, I know that other people disagree with this, but I'm gonna tell you, man, like, he does have quotable memes. Like, think about this. He's a meme, man. Honestly, he makes Fresh and Fit fun. Myron is respectable for sure, but Myron gets boring though. Like, I can take an episode from 3 years ago and juxtapose it to a modern day episode of today, and it's the same rhetoric. It's like he never changes. It's on repeat for 3 years. At least with Fresh, there's an adventure. Like, he preaches, don't wife up a hoe, don't get with escorts, and then he ends up getting with one and it impregnating one. We need people like Fresh so we can observe and take notes. Why would you want to put on a lab coat? Why would you want to experiment on mice when you can have Fresh conduct field work and collect the data for us? See, this guy, once in a generation talent. The man's a genius. Do you think that Myron's gonna give you that kind of content? He's not gonna go and impregnate some escort. He's gonna stay on that show where never changing his clothes and repeating the same talking points for the next 10 years. I don't know, man. I just wanted to just go ahead and just give you guys my perspective on that. I thought that this video was pretty interesting. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Again, I want to give a shout out to Cam Hustle for making me aware of this video, and of course, shout out to the length or girth community, man. You guys are awesome. Yeah, so yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Yeah, hopefully you guys learned something today.